All right, now for part two, episode two, as we cover the devastation of Baal. Which funny name, Baal.
I know, right?
They'd be balling on Baal, you know. Like, you want to take out the Blood Angels? Go right for the balls. This is
Jeff, I mean, fair enough.
okay. So yeah. This possibly might be my No, no, no. I think everyone loves this book, but I think my favorite of the Conquest series has to be the next book. Yeah, which we'll cover next time, unless we do the Cardon's books next. That's all up to you. You have to map out that one unless you want to send
Yeah,
the
like
books
I
to
said,
me.
I finished all the Carcharodon books, or at least all the ones that are out right now.
Yeah. Okay, but say this be one of our popular books out there, especially if you're a Blood Angels fan. Which see, how do you feel about the Blood Angels?
I could take them or leave them.
Yeah. I thought they were all right. They seem kind of like yeah, like what the standard recommended ones alongside the Ultramarines. Um, I think I just wasn't too crazy at first too, because I'm like, oh, you got one Marines case for vampire fans, one for werewolf fans. Um, it's a, it's like I don't know, something about like yeah, those feel like so like fantasy coded instead of sci-fi coded.
Yeah.
Because I can't really think of like a space vampire like series that I'm into. Uh, hmm. But and all in all though, I think the Blood Angels are pretty cool. They like got some interesting cool characters, cool goth characters. They're and their big saying is that yeah they drink blood because was it like a flaw in the gene seed or something?
I mean, maybe.
There's the red first, and they have the black rage, which is a weird saying. Essentially, they're like they'll eventually snap and have this big rage because they think they're there, alongside the Primarch side as they just got killed by Horus, and that enemy, yeah, that the guardsman, that's Horus. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, like guards.
Like, I know that there's a guy who does like a lot of modded videos for on Space Marine 2,
Yeah,
where he mods a lot of the characters to look, like the custodians or even Trazen
yeah,
for a couple for some of them.
huh.
And one of them has a blood angel, and he's like, "Of course, guardsman, we're always here to help." Wait, you look familiar. And he's like, I've never worked with a blood angel before, my lord." He's like, "Wait, you look like Horus. All of you look like Horus. What's a Horus?" The blood angel shows up with a bunch to the other Space Marines, and he's like, "Sorry, brothers, I'm late. I had to go kill a whole bunch of Horuses and everything. Brother, you're supposed to go watch over the guardsmen." "What guardsmen?" And then you see a blood angel go, "Call the chaplain." But apparently there's a dreadnought that was entombed after he had the Black Rage.
That's healthy.
Yeah, his name is Kasor, and he's like one of his brothers looks at him as because they're fighting Tyranids, and he thinks that their Tyranids are all Horus, and he's like he's aware enough to know that he's insane, but he's like, "We're not finishing this fight, or we're gonna finish this fight." He's like, "Brother, I know you. I know you look at me like I'm insane. I know I'm no longer sane, but we shall finish the fight. We shall help. We shall avenge Sanguinius." I'm like, fucking hell!
Yeah, I love Dreadnoughts to death because
I,
again,
lo-
I'm a
I
Mecha
love my little
fan.
coffin boys.
Yeah, I'm a big Mecha fan, and so it's kind of like kind of much more like an Armored Core sort of thing. And I know they're trying to make the more sleek looking Gundam designs lately, but I love the old bots knots.
You can't convince me to not love the old waddle box.
Yeah. It was funny is like they're considered like some like the strongest warriors out there, like the hardest to beat,
Right?
anyways. And so it's supposed to be up because like technically like you're like a cripple in a machine, and so I would expect you to be kind of like weaker than but no, they're like the toughest bastards out there. Um and
Well,
like I was impressed when I heard that Bjorn 1v1 Magnus,
oh, I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I know that there was a another space wolf. I forget which one, but there was a standard woman that was in the care of a space wolf dreadnought,
Yeah.
and she was like, "What was it like, or what's it like in there?" And she's like, "Even though I'll never feel the breeze on my skin, I can still my aim is sharper, my senses are more acute, I have a faster reaction time, but it's a living hell because I'll never feel the cold wind of Fenris on my skin again."
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of the villain from God of War 18, Baldur. You know, he's like immune to pain, but he's also immune to every other sensation as well. Just completely
Yep.
numb. Like that could drive someone mad.
Oh
um,
yeah, no, that would drive anybody insane.
yeah, in an upcoming book, there's basically an Inquisitor and her retinue end up fighting a Chaos Dreadnought. Or is it a Terminator? I think it might be a Terminator.
I'm
Which
about to
are
say,
basically a
is it a
level
dreadnought
below.
or
Yeah.
is it a dreadnought or a hellbrute?
No, it's not Helper. No, so I think it's a Terminator, which is like a level
Okay.
below in a way, but below with dreadnoughts.
Yeah,
Um,
if it's smaller than a dreadnought, it was
yeah,
probably tactical dreadnought armor, which is a Terminator.
yeah. I think it might be a Terminator, but basically, it's a Terminator or dreadnought. It's essentially like just a human Inquisitor who does have her own Terminator armor, so it had to be a dreadnought. Yes. And I guess the Renegade Chaos Dreadnought. It wasn't a Hellbrute though. Um, and it's like you're just the humans though. It was with good gear. Yeah. Inquisitor's got the drip. But still though, in fact, like this Dreadnought, he's just been out on practically on their own for who knows how long. He's completely out of ammo. His shit's all cracked and dented and stuff. And basically, they exploit the cracked weak points. Essentially, like they had to really weaken the fuck out of this dreadnought in order for a human force to beat it. That's how tough
Yeah.
these bastards are.
Oh no, I'm well aware how tough the old dreadnoughts are, and
Yeah,
I think some of them can actually give the new Primaris dreadnoughts a run for their money,
yeah,
because apparently, like the new dreadnoughts, their pilots will eventually, apparently, from what I've been reading,
yeah,
their brains will liquefy after so long.
yeah. Because just the output on the systems of the new shit. It needs to go back for more product testing, if you ask me. Um,
Yeah, Belisarius, you got a little bit of bugs. You got a couple more bugs you got to work out on this armor, dude.
yeah. Oh man, that guy's a
But then,
diva.
we have some of these other ones that, like Bjorn the Fell-Handed, who's been around for 10,000 plus years, and the Rylanor as well. And the
Yeah.
what was the loyal word bearer one? The Atronach, I think is his name.
Anchorrock or something like that.
Anchorite. Yes, thank you.
Anchorite.
Yeah, Anchorite. Yeah, you get some of these dreadnoughts that have been around tens of thousands of years, and their expertise is, uh, priceless.
Yeah. I mean, an Anchorite, he was basically self into like in a jail cell for like I don't know 1,000 years or whatever. Probably more than that. So you'd think he'd be rusty as fuck, but no, he 1v1s the enemy commander with no weapons. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god. But yeah, next week where we talk about good old Bjorn. Yeah. So that's a little treat for you.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like the fact that he's kind of like that the cool uncle type of character in my opinion. Yeah, it's like random folks like I've heard the legends and stuff, and they take the name. Bjorn's like, oh god damn it, it's like stop praising me, yeah. And he's like, oh, but wait, okay, let's hear
Because
some
Bjorn,
stories. It's
it's
just
like Bjorn. Apparently, he's the only one who sees his own shame because he's the one. He was a part of Lehman's honor guard, and he got left behind. And Bjorn sees that as a failure on his own part.
and nowadays he's not too happy with Lehman Russ.
No, he's still mad at Lehman, but he's not
Yeah,
so mad where he's gonna side with Rabute.
yeah. Oh man,
Yeah, Lehman Bjorn does not like Rabute Gilliman at fucking all.
which will begin reboot day. Um, yeah, because he's
I still can't get
basically
over that pronunciation.
yeah, he's Rob or Gilman. I honestly used to call him Gilman. It's just
Rowboat Girlyman.
yeah, Gorilla Man, Girly Man. It's just uh
I mean, there were so many nicknames for him.
oh yeah. Let's see here, but we'll get around to him at the last half of this book here. But Devastation Baal, by Guy Haley. And it's essentially uh its main character is good old Dante from the Don't Make Cry series. I mean, so yeah,
The one space marine that wants to die.
yeah. It's here, but so yeah, before we can actually get around to Dante, we gotta talk about a now familiar foe. Let's see here. But yeah, good old Tyranids.
Oh boy.
So essentially, this book is that the High Feet Leviathan. Essentially, like I don't know what happened. Like they have a grudge against the Blood Angels specifically. Uh,
Yeah, I
it's a
heard like Leviathan will go out of their way to fight Blood Angel.
yes, like what the fuck did the Blood Angels do in the past? Like, well, I've clearly missed a an era here. Um, because they're you know, like fuck the whole Imperium, fuck all these other races and species. Those guys, I want to fight. I want
Yeah,
them. Yeah. So they're going out of their way to just target to get revenge on the Blood Angels because I guess they did something like to fuck them up. Um,
it's like the Hive fleet is floating through space, passing, about to take over an Imperial planet. They get a call from from one of the other fleets or
yeah.
one of the scout fleets saying, "Hey, Blood Angels are here. All course to that planet. Fuck the Blood Angels."
Yeah. Get in, we hunting Blood Angels. Um,
But Commander, we need more biomass. No, fuck that. We're fighting Blood Angels again. God damn it! I don't want to fight any more Blood Angels.
but yeah, the largest tendril of hive environment ever seen has basically destroyed all human life in the Red Scar region. Is now bearing down on Baal. And in their turn, its swarm numbers in the trillions, vastly outnumbering its defenders. And I guess I'm not sure if it was a psychic vision or just instinct, but essentially, like Dante gets wind of this and he wants to start preparing, and so yeah, so he's got to start calling forth like every Blood Angel successor chapter. It's like you know
Yep.
we're getting the Legion back together, boys, sort of thing. And that's a good picture.
I think it was in this book. I can't remember where some flesh terrors show up, and the
They
Blood Angels are like, "No, we don't want you here."
yes and
No-
no. That could be a so essentially because yeah, it's like big family reunion energy here. So it's like and you've had those every Thanksgiving, where it's like you just don't get along and just go to your room, you know, at some points. This
Yep.
basically follows the Blood Angel successor chapters. So you got Flesh Terrors, and whatever the fuck else. I got to look up the name of everyone here. But
I'm about to say I don't know them all. I know one of them are the Lamenters, and that's it.
yeah, good old inventors. Uh, but yeah, but also yeah, Blood Angels is kind of like one of the few legions that have the most spin-off successor chapters.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they got a
yeah,
lot. Them and Ultramarines.
yeah, and so yeah, they're calling in everybody. So yeah, there's a lot of heads butting as Dottie's got a lot of banquet, and he's like, especially with the Flesh Terrors, and it's like, hey, we should get along. We like fuck you guys, but we're all here because Dante said so. He's the leader, the de facto leader, and Dante, Luis Dante. He's always walking around in his gold armor and wearing the mask of Sanguinius, which I look at that mask like I don't see Sanguinius' resemblance, but everyone says that's Sanguinius.
Yeah,
So.
I don't see it myself, but I imagine there's something there.
I like how fucking when the lion comes back, he's just like he's like, "How dare you wear my brother's face?" And Dante's not even shook. He's like, "Oh, you must be Lionel Johnson." It's just yeah, it's like just and so like as we're like we started to meet our characters and stuff in these different chapters, and Dante's also like, hey, fight it out. We're gonna have friendly duels at this banquet as they all drink their blood. And Dante, he's he wants to die because he's been around for like 1,500 years. He's the oldest, like one of the like three oldest active Marines ever. I think literally the only person that outlived him was a fucking salamander who was wasn't turn out well.
He was basically fused to his throne.
Yeah.
And the salamanders actually found him and took his gene seed.
Yeah, but for those who know, basically salamanders were I guess they boarded a ship or one salamander was in a ship because he was the only one left and the ship was just adrift in space. And yeah, he just had no hope of there's no power, no repairs, there's no planets or ships drifting by, no way to get a message out. It was a dead ship. So he just basically stranded in there all by himself. And it took centuries upon centuries for someone to finally like board the ship and find him. And by then he's just kind of like a husk.
I heard it was wrecked on a planet, like a backwoods planet that nobody even knew existed.
That's why I heard it was kind of like a shuttle that was just kind of just adrift forever. And so when Space Marines finally showed up, he just looked like a fucking like zombie husk, and they gave him the Emperor's Mercy, which is a snap to the neck sort of thing,
or a bolt to the head.
Yeah, but yeah, they said he kind of looked like a lich at that point. And so, aside from Dreadnoughts, Dante is the oldest Space Marine service, and it's kind of I kind of find it a little endearing that he's like embarrassed by his age, so he like keeps that mask on like 24/7.
Yeah.
And yeah, there is a part in like the third act when he gets like the rallying speech, and he just takes the helmet off. Like brothers, let's keep it real here, and with the speech, and everyone's like kind of shocked at how old he looks. And if you look at the pictures too, he kind of reminds me of like if anyone's seen Ghostbusters 2, the guy in the painting, Vigo.
Yeah.
A
little bit, yeah. I can see that.
So yeah, I do kind of I kind of find it endearing, he's like oh shit, here we go again.
I think one of the other another chapter master that he's not as old as Dante, but I know he's been a chapter master of the Wolves for at least 750 years, was Logan Grimnar.
Yeah. Also known as Angry Santa Claus.
Yeah, very angry Santa Claus.
Yeah, we'll talk about him next week.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Essentially next week's gonna be a big old Space Wolves reunion. Oh man. But yeah, it's definitely the Blood Angel's turn. So yeah, everyone basically like have some duels, get your shit together, because we gotta reunite. Tyranids are coming, and it's apparently we got so basically you got the fleet put up a wall. They got their fortress monastery. It's called Angelicum.
I don't know.
Yeah. Angel ICUM. Angelicum.
It might be Angelicum.
Yep. And essentially I got the so as they fight, and it's shade too, because I was actually starting to like a lot of these characters, but they do get killed off. because like the Tyranids, because there's trillions of them, and they
Yeah.
break through the ships, and so the ships will get fucked up, and they eventually get down to the planet, and there was this one part I don't know the character's name, but where he's kind of like one of the secondary commanders, and he's a psyker too, a librarian, which they are,
Okay.
like a lot of space marines are very iffy around librarians even to this day. And
Yeah.
but he basically he shows off his powers for sure, because like he's like uh cause at one point he's like kind of like hold my beer, and just jumps out of the back of a thunderhawk in mid-flight as all these flying turrets are coming, and he essentially turns into four, because he's kind of like he's like flying like and shooting out lightning bolts everywhere, and it's like just like nukes a whole aerial wave of Tyranids, and then flies back to the thunderhawk, superhero landing. And then he's like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
spent, and passes out. Because
I mean,
that level spells will tire you. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, that level of psychic fuckery will wear out anybody. I'm pretty sure even Magnus would, have to take a breather after something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Max versus the Tyranids would be a fun fight.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Someone on tabletop. Yeah. Do what you'll call it.
I mean,
battle report.
I would like to see Magnus fight a couple Neurothropes.
Yeah. And but if actually, yeah, Blood Angels is the only army I ever played. Back off, you chaos!
I heard that.
Yeah. Moto is not here. This is Tilly's phone. No! Alright, turn off phone for the movie. Okay. Okay. Oh. Power options off. Siri, block all calls. Okay. Shutting down phone.
Slug, hold my calls.
Yeah.
Slug would just eat the damn phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I put parental passwords on all the DoorDash apps. Yeah. The porch is covered in bagels. Who's ordering these?
Just all the slugs come haul-assing out like fucking Tyranid rippers.
Yeah, because I wish I had the PG, but yeah, I commissioned Slug in a Ripper onesie, because like we talked about last week, she just resembles a Ripper so much.
Just let me know when that is done. I have to see it.
Yes. You should put it on your overlay. But so I was gonna say, like, Blake's actually the only army I ever played, because there's a game shop, and they were just letting like little rental armies for like 1,000 point games. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so I got to beat a Blood Angels, and I beat a player who was using orcs. So I'm undefeated in the tabletop.
Was it on the tabletop?
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty good. I'm undefeated, and that should have stayed, because I ain't gonna spend $8 million on classic crap.
You get one win. I'm officially retired.
That's how I was with Fortnite and a couple other games.
I'm undefeated. I'm putting up my gloves.
Yeah.
I'm not taking any further questions.
Yeah. Like, okay, first place, uninstall. Oh boy, but and so yeah, then I think it might have been that same what you call it, yeah, same librarian, who essentially there was now like an uncomfortable standoff with the Tyranids, as like the millions of them were just like standing there, but they ain't charging yet, and is basically the Psyker kind of like just stared into the eyes of one of the Gaunts. Yeah, I can't remember the names of all of them off the top of my head, but like the little simple blade guys that like to dive on you.
I think that's the Termagant.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I think that's the Termagant.
Yeah, so yeah, he stares into he kind of like just meets eye to eye with a Termagant, and he swears he literally saw some kind of like ancient like intelligence behind, some malevolent force behind them.
The hive mind.
Yeah. Like, because there's been like very like rare instances of like people successfully trying to like even link to the hive mind or talk to it. Most people get their brain exploded or something like that. Usually like the high like librarian masters sort of can glimpse it. And that's the scary thing about Tyranids too, is like they're intelligent. They could easily have communicated with us, but they never once attempted. Because they're not
Yeah.
mindless, hungry drones that they come off as. They could have,
Now once you
yeah,
cut once you cut off the synaptic link to the hive mind, then yeah, they're feral.
yeah,
But once they're linked up,
yeah.
the hive mind knows exactly what it's doing.
So yeah, it's kind of scary. It's like they could have like it's to try to talk to us all along. That's so scary. Yeah. Oh man.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. And also, it's like you often forget when there's trillions of them that like they're all controlled by one mind. You know. Um.
Yeah, this is some Lovecraftian horror shit that people don't realize how scary this universe really is.
Yeah. And and so yeah, there's one strategy where I forgot what they call it, like not salt water, sugar water, but essentially like they basically before the terrorists showed up, they kind of changed the water to basically be a very poisonous, corrosive water. So when they did for like Rush, they all piled into the lakes and rivers and stuff, and it started dying, like it was roach bait or something. And so that was a good strategy to kill a good number of them for a while. Um,
I mean,
and
every form of life needs to have water.
yeah, because Terriers still like they go for the biomass. They'll suck up that's the people, the crops, the water. Essentially, just leaving your planet a rock when they're done.
Yep, it'll be a dead planet.
Yep. And it's basically kind of like a gradual like war of attrition for especially about the second act. Where just the Terriers are just slowly just every time a good idea knocks them back, they just keep on coming back. And they're just gradually run out of resources. And eventually, they like knock out the shield or something, like the generators that are powering like this big shield. Because thought they had a damn good if anyone's seen like Lord of the Rings, like the two towers, like this is the best you have, Solomon, and so like boom, blows up the damn wall, and then we gotta keep following back. Very two towers, for Act 5, with this book.
Yeah.
Which hey, that's a damn good fight. That's the saying.
Yeah.
Let's see here, and there's like a side plot like of a lictor as he's kind of like he's been like just scouting out the home world from time, get a couple scenes of him and stuff like that, and eventually in the climax of the book, by the way, 5 whole chapters get wiped out of the Blood Angels, like essentially, but the majority of the Blood Angels are doomed in this throughout this.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So like, hold on. So like 5 whole successive chapters are just gone.
Yeah. But, you know what? Let's bust out a Google search on this. Okay. Let's see here. What Blood Angel chapters fell on Baal? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we had the Knights of Blood were destroyed down to down to a single man.
Fuck.
Yeah. Which let's see here. Then let's see here. Angels Celsius, Burning Blood, Brothers of Gerald, and the Angels Glorious all got wiped out. And then the Golden Sons, the Scions of Sanguinius, the Flesh Terrors, the Flesh Eaters, the Carmine Blades, the Blood Legion, the Blooders of the Red, the Disciples of Blood, and the Sanguiniators were reduced down to a handful of survivors.
The Sanguinor.
Sanguinators, yeah, it's a big word. And there was literally only one what do you call it? The wings. Let's see. What's that? That one. Because they have like the Blood Angels have a certain unit with wings.
Oh, the Death Company?
No.
No, that's for the Black Rage.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yes. Blood those units. Uh, so I know they were in the one well, yeah, I'm still like brain farting now, big time. What's
Yeah.
the book? What's the game starring the Blood Angels? Uh,
Space Hulk.
but you know the Sanguinors, the guys with the special helmets and the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, there's only one of those left by the end of this book. Yeah, the most elite of their units. Uh,
The Sanguinary Guard.
yeah. So yeah, the Sanguinary Guard, one and left. Yeah, so basically, I would say like yeah, the Blood Angels probably like 95% got wiped out.
Fuck.
Yeah. Uh. Oh man, so you had one Sanguinary Guard left. It's like, and so yeah. Yeah. Where was I going with this though? But yeah, it's like we said they're getting wiped out, and it was slowly they're losing the battle of attrition. But just in enough though, the Tidonus were also getting wiped out heavily too. Like they were like I'd say the swarm was down to like maybe 10%, or something like that. Like they were giving back just as much as they were taking, but this was like mutual destruction here. So very
Yeah.
impressed. And let's see here. But yeah, so essentially, it was a climactic point where I think the lictor had leaked the intel to the Swarm Lord, which if especially if you played Space Marine 2, you might know what a Swarm Lord is, but he's a big boy with like extra arms and extra swords.
Yep.
Yeah, and essentially kind of like the lead unit. And essentially, I guess the Oblagos have like a tomb or like because they go through a vampire mutation phase,
Yeah.
as part of and so they get locked in coffins, and Swarm Lord was going to attack directly that the tomb of all their aspirants, and Dante's like, we can't have that, so. Dante essentially, I think this cool ass scene where like Dante's just like fucking going Mach 10 down like this miles long tunnel on his jetpack. Um, and yeah, I'd say the Blood Angels are, especially among other chapters, they're definitely known for jetpacking.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and
Lots of assault troops.
yeah, and eventually, like, like Dante's like jetpack just runs out of gas. He just kind of like has to face plant and roll, and he's like just calls him like, I need something fast right now. And so a squad of like the speeder bikes guy shows up. He's like, my lord, like my steed is yours. What do you wish of us? And Dante's like, no, no, he just jumps on the motorcycle and just drives off. Um, um, and So yeah, like that's like I drove one of these fuckers in like centuries, buddy. It's like riding a very violent bike, as he speeds off towards the tomb, and where him and the Swarm Lord have their climactic duel, and so what?
I just look at that picture. Just my first thought is Neum.
Zoomies.
It's like the damn video with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Meow.
I just love that sound effect.
It is a good one.
Yeah. And so they had their big duel, and of course Dante wins, but he's also like mortally wounded, and he's just like, finally, I could welcome the sweet embrace of death. I went out honorably. Yeah, I took most of those bastards with me. This is it. And he knows the Sanguinor is actually standing over him, and the Sanguinor is kind of like this ghost.
The warp manifestation. The warp manifestation of Sanguinius.
Yeah, and I think he appears like one other time in the book, and I like the way like Dante, like at least the voice actor, like portraying, like, says like the Sanguinor, it's like very problem circumstance type of and
Oh yeah.
he's just standing over him, and the Sangor just like steps to the side, and there's Sanguinius right there. Um, and he's like, "Holy shit, Dad! Is it time? Can I finally die? Be by your side?" And the Sanguinius is like, "It's not yet your time, son. I need you to carry on and lead more still." Um, and then the vision starts fading away, and Dante starts coming back to consciousness, and that's when he starts like screaming like, "No, no, just let me die! No, please, I've done so much." Yeah,
He's sitting there, Father, I have done well. Am I allowed to pass? Sanguinius looks at him and is like, lol, nope, get back in there, nerd.
yeah. Oh, kind of like that one scene from like was it Alien Romulus? Where like, "Oh, you served your full sentence, so we put on another 10 years. Here you go." Or when we were playing the slug game, like, "Okay, you owe me 2 million zenny now. Interesting, you know?"
And we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, load sharks, I tell you. Uh, um,
They're
and
worse than the Carcharodons.
okay, and I can't recall this is in the book, but uh, so as but while he's doing this thing, the most interesting of third party help slash interventions happens.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, not. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. But so yeah, you might recognize this big red gentleman. This,
Oh.
yeah,
Wait, that fuck shows up?
yeah. For a brief moment, Kabunda shows up with a force of like corn, and he's like, "No one's allowed to kill the Blood Angels but me." You know.
He got so butthurt that
Yeah.
the Blood Angels are on the verge of extinction that he had to pierce the veil.
He pulled a Vegeta like mine, 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 mine. Just drop kicks a fucking Swarmlord or something, mine.
Fuck off! This is my kill, not yours.
Yeah, but I think that he somehow gets banished or sucked away like very easily. It's like, what just happened? You know? And I'm just like, fuck it, let's just use the distraction, rebuild the ball. Just, yeah. Uh, so yeah, that was what's interesting in third party help.
That's, you just said Guy Haley wrote this book?
Yeah.
The fuck were they on?
Shut up. He's like, and it's like, so the other bad guy is here. What? But they're fighting with the other bad guy. Oh. Okay. So
Fuck it, take advantage of the situation.
right? Yeah. uh but yeah, so essentially like Sanguinius knew he was giving Dante a big ask, because it's like yeah, and so he felt that he had to use like the extra like psychic energy to just ask him directly. It's like, hey, can you sign on can you renew the contract for a few more years? Trust me, there's a reason. Yeah.
A few more years, more like a few more centuries.
Yeah. Oh man, and so but yeah, and then oh god.
How many more left turns is this book gonna take?
So Gilliman shows up.
Fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this book?
I don't know. It's kind of like just like it kind of reminds me of Rax, really, where like it just started out with Krieg versus some Chaos cultists, and then every fucking Chaos Force and Space Marine just wants to hop in for a cameo,
Oh fuck me!
Yeah.
So Gilliman shows, yep, and he shows up in and I know Dante is like hurt bad.
Yeah, but
and he makes Dante like almost like the supreme commander, doesn't he?
Yeah. So So basically, Killsteel Gilliman, that's kind of what I tend to call him, because I read like 2 or 3 times now where he just shows up in the climax and just fishes off the remnants of the enemy. And, everyone's like, praise Gilliman! You know what I mean? Characters like laying down bleeding and stuff like that, you know? Uh, yeah, so, yeah, Gilliman gets the credits and stuff. Yeah. Also, Bad Cat. But,
Oh, what's with that servitor in the bottom left? Sir, half of my chalice.
oh, man. But yeah, so Gilbert, I see, and so then Dante, he's alive, doesn't want to be. He doesn't know the context of Gilman being here. What the fuck's going on? As he's limping his ass to the throne room, and where he's then he's kind of starstruck a bit, of course, because it's Gilman, and we thought you were dead for like 10 million years,
Yeah.
and at this point, uh, and Dante, so it's like half Star Trek and half he's like half kind of
Half
pressed.
dead.
Yeah, half dead too. As because he's like literally, the Blood Angels got 95% wiped out under my command. He feels more ashamed than anything, like he just
Yeah.
and Gilman, he's just trying to he's trying to talk him up and stuff. Gilman's actually being a good friend in this moment, because he's like, yo, like the tears were down to like 5% as well. Like you almost had this, man. You never left us any work to do. And also, dude, like your record is so damn of accomplishments is so long. It took my serfs like a whole week to fucking write it down. And it's like he's trying to give Dante compliments, but Dante is just like, my lord, I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I was weak. He's yeah, he's just in such like bad. He's just in a bad place right now.
Yeah, he's in bad shape.
And I can't remember if he takes off the mask or not. And but so like but for Gilman, he sees Dante like, hey, this is the guy. Because
Yeah.
Gilman, he came back and he's like, none of my inner circle's here anymore. And so trying to find someone in this fucked up version of the Imperium that's kind of like a level headed with him, so and which kind of reminds me of the researcher that I was talking about back in the that other series where like
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, I'm gonna fit you for battle now. What? This is like, yeah, it's like in a way, it's like on hand, if you're friends with Gilliman, you get you get a better way of living, but you're also drawn into the line of fire. So if you're friends with Gilliman,
Yeah.
so yeah, you get a lot of responsibility.
Also, that psyker, it wasn't Mephistron, was it?
I don't think it was Mephistron. But let's see.
Because I know I think he's their head librarian. I think
Yeah.
so, anyway.
Yeah, but I don't think it was him. It's like because nah, I don't think so. But it could be.
I still can't get over that fucking collar of his.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like especially if you look at horse, like why are their heads in microwaves or something? Like it's like this is. It's like, oh, your peripheral vision must be great. But
Oh yeah.
oh man. Anyways, so Dottie like just like names him Lord Regent. Like, you get to literally be on the other half of the galaxy because it's just me at the moment. Like, Lionel is not here yet.
Yeah.
And you like, of course, you get the shittier half of the universe. Terra isn't on this, so no Astrum. What's it? The lighthouse? What's it called again?
The Astronomicon.
The Astronomicon. So Dante gets to now rule over the shitty half. So like, but it's like, hey, this is anyway Sanguinius was like sort of like, hey, this is a sign, like, you're meant for some great sayings, and that's when they showed up the next day when Gilman landed and stuff. Like, hey, I need you to help me lead the entire Imperium, not just the Blood Angels. Also, by the way, here are the Primaris. Let's refill your ranks.
Yeah, because I remember Verbute showed up to a bunch of different chapter planets, all with with like giant. I forget how many ships, but loaded down with like 1,000 Primaris of each chapter.
Yeah. And of course, it was like the flesh terrors, where they're like, nope, fuck that, we don't trust Gilman, fuck these newbies, they're trying to replace us, you know. So
I mean, that's basically Bjorn's sentiment as
yeah.
well.
Also like some of those names, like the flesh eaters, it's like
Yeah,
it's like man, because like some of these the loyalist names are so edgy and try hard, but it's like
right.
I can't imagine just trying to be a good guy, but you're saddled with because it's hard to really change chapters, especially if you're just a random grunt. So it's like it sucks being saddled with a name like that, it's like uh,
I mean, it could be worse. It could be you could be settled up with the fucking Dark Angels.
um, but it's like it's like what could we say say like you save a civilian and stuff like that, and like thank you my lord, like it's okay, citizen of the Imperium, is what we do, for we are space marines. What is your chapter name, my lord? We are the
Don't worry about that.
slaughterers of humanity. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta
don't
go.
worry about the don't worry about the finer details on that one, my
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. Yeah, it's like, yes, we are the proud saviors, the human butchers. Yeah, here to help you.
I'm
uh,
sorry. I'm sorry, my lord. What was that chapter name one more time?
oh man,
Also, does that fucking Kato Sicarius in front of the banner?
I think so. Yeah, I can imagine one of must be of interest. I think this took all the main characters from like the legions and put
Because
them
I
in.
don't know who this Ultramarine is that served in the Death Watch. Because at first I thought he was a space wolf because of that axe, but no, then I'm looking at it. He's got the ultra armor and everything and all that. He just
oh
has a wolf pelt.
yeah, he's got the Xenos ats. Uh, I'll probably find out about it later because he looks a little familiar to me. So damn, that sword's big. But so yeah, that's the devastation of Baal. Oh yeah, there's also like another little side plot. Just a quick little side plot because from one of the perspectives of it's the civilians on the planet Baal.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, no, it was actually it was both touching. Yeah, I thought it was very touching. Because essentially like it's just like some like I think like a water farmer because I think Baal's kind of like not deaf world, but it's kind of one of the rougher worlds. So he's kind of like a water
Yeah.
farmer, and it's just kind of like a curmudgeon type of old farmer, and he's got his son there. And the son tried out to be for the Space Marines, but then he got like a head injury, so now he's like slow. So he's like, hey, more work, and
Yeah.
yeah, so slow for our boy. So he's just kind of like he's like, come on, boy, sort of saying like he's not being like hateful, but he's like, God damn it, you could have brought like like, fame to the family and stuff like that, but now it's like you're sort of a shame, but you're my son, so at least I can put you to work and take care of you. I'm sort of saying,
Yeah.
yeah, and and so during the invasion, like they're like just dipping and dodging through the lines, just trying to trying to dodge Tyranids and stuff at one point. And I think the old man gets shot by like some Tyranid, like a spore or like Neil saying, but he survives. And later on in the aftermath scenes, the civilians are getting like looked at with the by the blood angels and stuff, and apothecaries like checking on each one, like a medical tent and stuff. And and he's examining the old man, and uh he's like, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid. And he reports like, we're gonna need a cleansing unit in here, because apparently like when he got shot, he got infected by the Tyranids, and
Yeah.
um he's like, I'm afraid there's no survival for you. And the old man got us like, we're gonna let kind of like tell us like a little bit this apothecary like this story, and hey, kind of wish for great things for better things for his son, and I gotta leave my son behind. And the apothecary just then is like, actually nowadays to advances in our medical technology, call yeah, we can actually heal your son's brain injury, and he can become my brother. And that's he kind of like looks at his son with happy tears. He's like, "Are you proud for him?" He's He's like, yes, I'm proud for him. And he's like, and then it's like, are you ready for the Emperor's mercy? And he just gives him that slow nod, and then and we say goodbye to Grandpa. But yeah, it was so such a touching scene, that his son actually gets
A
to make
little
the
bit of a
family.
tearjerker for you.
Yeah, his son gets to go off and make the family proud after all in his last moments. Yeah, and but yeah, so yeah, this book was just a really good freaking war story, like battle book.
I've
Yeah,
heard nothing but good things about this book.
yeah. And like I said, it was just those story, like the conversation moments, really stuck out to me. Um, and so yeah, that was the devastation of Baal. Let's see, I missed anything, but uh, yeah. So and yeah, next time where we unless you want to cover like the Cargarion books or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could cover the Carcharodon trilogy. That because Void Exile came out not too horribly long ago,
Yeah.
and I managed to finally finish it. And yeah, it does end on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I imagine there's going to be a fourth book, but I
They're
really don't
popular.
know. Huh?
You're popular. There'll be another book.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that there's going to be a fourth book because from what I've been told, the Carcharodon books have done very well.
Yeah.
I mean, Robbie McNavin did a good job in all three of the books.
Yeah, it's like yeah, because some of the books you never know if you're going to get a continuation. Like I read a book called Awakenings recently, and it's like that, you know, and
Yeah.
and and then I briefly picked up Interceptor City, which like sequel to the book Double Eagle, which was written 19 years ago. Like that's
Fucking
a fucking
hell.
gap, you know. Because I remember pick up Double Eagle, like hell yeah, like aeronautic imperialis representation. Because fuck yeah, yeah. Because I like the side because Warhammer produces so many factions and sub factions and groups and types of people that I just like grabbing like the like yeah sure I get brutal content but I want to hear about the people who fly the airplanes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that there's a couple books that stuff the tank crew and stuff like that. Yeah. Uh, but so yeah, but next week though, I called that episode of Flames and Ashes as we read it
Nice.
the Galaxy in Flames, the third book in the Horus Heresy, and Ashes of Prospero, the second book of the Conquest of the Space Marines. Yeah, this is the first book. So yeah, and that one's gonna be very Thousand Suns and Space Wolves. Yeah, the unfamiliar rivalry. And I think I said I like that one more than this one. So and like I think
Huh?
that book might have made me a Space Wolves fan because I just didn't really care for him at that point until that point. You know.
Yeah. I know that there's a lot of people who weren't the biggest fans of Space Wolves, and then I heard they read The Burning of Prospero, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're putting down.
Yeah. So per Prospero, I
But it
think
also
that's
gave a lot. It also birthed a lot more sympathizers for the Thousand Sons as well.
yeah. Yeah, so Brent Prospero, I say it's like around like the book like 10, 15 mark somewhere in there. Which is a big pivotal moment in the Horus Heresy storyline. And so this is definitely like an aftermath type of story, like we're kind of revisiting shit. Um
Yeah.
and so between rivalries and we meet all of our familiar characters. Uh fucking Lucas the Trickster, you prick. Oh, like you basically meet the like almost every popular space wolf is in this book. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So yeah, big. That's gonna be a good treat. Um, you know, and say, oh man, like there's one part where like it kind of just like shows you like how bad things are in the Imperium. Or
Oh
just
yeah.
life on Fenris, because like one guy goes out to help a village in need, 'cause there's a beast problem. And like, where's everyone else? Like, I'm all they can spare, but I'm all you need because this axe is badass and this shield is badass and stuff like that. And he says songs, sings his deeds, like a space wolf. But okay, give my fur a little break here. But yeah, folks, hope you enjoyed. So, but yeah, Galaxy in Flames and Ash of Prospero are next on our little pseudo book club podcast. And we'll
Yeah.
catch you in the next one.
Y'all take care. The Emperor protects.